matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions will put total leather to crank us up. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quarterback making adjustments. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Penn State!
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somehow.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Shotgun snap on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Doherty. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, it's third and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Sends it back in motion. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Nothing going right for this team early in the 1st quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the tailback. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Gain of 1. 1st and goal, Penn State.
The Nittany Lions are on the move. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball on the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left too.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Come on. Running behind that left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Deep throw off his back foot. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Unleashes one. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
a CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. There he goes. Rustled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You tackle for a loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
He might want another play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. Tries to get it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Dayton Lions going back to work on offense now. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the shotgun. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Nittany Lions are on the move. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Got his man out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Trojans will hustle to the line. They're going to test the right side with this one. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants to take the top off. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking for a deep man. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open the second half on the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Find some fresh air. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively.
Turning it on! Past the sticks and still on his feet. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Smashes through the tackle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Great job by the back on the option.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Pittsburgh has the lead right now. The Steel City has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over Minnesota. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
Holds and fires complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They'll go right back to him. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now, because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They keep pushing forward, down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Get set, get set. Ready.
Big fella moving. And they will score. Touchdown, USC. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Lions going back to work on offense now. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for it. Breaks into the open. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Still running at the 40. It's a seam wide open. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let them run north-south and try to get it downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed. And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish. Unloads it downfield. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They want that clock to run. Got some room to run. Drills him with the stiff arm. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They'll give it to the back. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for third in California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back, see what happens next.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Makes the grab. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, USA.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield.
Here we go.
Quarterback may change this route. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Belly stunner. Slam.
On 4th down, looking to pass. It's complete. And that is how we will wrap this one up.